Have you ever felt like breathing is the secret key to lasting longer in bed? It turns out this simple technique can transform your intimate experience. Imagine there are 4 natural breathing techniques that are simple yet have a direct effect on your body's rhythm. By practicing them, your body not only becomes calmer, but also able to delay the fatigue that usually comes too quickly. This is a natural way to extend stamina without the need for any drugs or aids. The first step begins with belly breathing, or what is often called diaphragmatic breathing. If we were talking about the big picture earlier, now we're focusing on one simple yet powerful technique. The diaphragm is the main breathing muscle, and when we breathe by moving the belly, the lungs can hold more oxygen. As a result, the body feels more stable, doesn't tire quickly, as if the internal engine runs more efficiently. The method is simple. Get comfortable, place one hand on your belly, then slowly inhale deeply through your nose until your hand moves. Feel the oxygen fill the lower part of your lungs, not just your chest. Hold for a moment, then exhale slowly. Repeat 5 to 10 times before intimate activities begin. This isn't just preparation, but a kind of reset button for the body. Medically, this technique increases oxygen supply to tissues and helps slow down the sympathetic response, the nervous system that usually triggers a rapid heartbeat. By lowering it, the body becomes calmer, muscles relax more, and energy is distributed more evenly. It feels like your body is warming from the inside, providing comfort while enhancing focus. And here's the interesting part. Many people report that after a few practice sessions, they feel more confident facing important moments. The effects, warmth, calmness, stability, offer an instant reward that makes the brain want to repeat it. So, it's not just the physical that benefits, but the mind is also more prepared to face the next challenge. Once the body gets used to belly breathing, we can move on to the second pattern, the 4-7-8 technique. Think of this as a natural break that calms the nervous system. It's simple. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold in your lungs for 7 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. This rhythm not only trains patience, but also sends a message to the brain that the body is safe and doesn't need to rush. Medically, long pause patterns like this help stimulate the vagus nerve, which is responsible for lowering heart rate and blood pressure. That's why many simple studies show this technique is effective in reducing anxiety in minutes. For intimate moments, the benefits are clear. You're not caught up in quick responses that usually lead to loss of control. With this rhythm, the body enters a deeper relaxation mode. Start with 3 to 4 cycles, then feel how the tension gradually decreases. It might be a bit difficult at first to hold for 7 seconds, but that's where the mental training works. The brain learns to delay instant reactions, and this ability directly carries over to physical experiences. The result is you have more space to enjoy every second without panic. And this is where many people experience a small surprise. Relaxation appears quickly, as if the body has just pressed the calm button. The result can maintain motivation to continue practicing. However, we're not done yet because there's the next technique that connects breathing directly with the body's sensory control center. The third technique brings us closer to the center of bodily sensation control by synchronizing breath with the pelvic floor muscles. Previously, we practiced rhythm and patience through the 4-7-8 pattern, and now we add a physical element directly related to control. As you inhale, tighten the pelvic muscles as if holding back the flow of urine, then release them with the exhale. This movement creates a natural rhythm that makes the sensation more orderly, not rushed. Physiologically, this coordination trains the nerves and muscles to work more synchronously, so reflex responses don't easily take over. Active pelvic muscles help support blood circulation in the lower body, and when combined with breathing, the effect feels like a gentle stop you can control at any time. The sensation is not about rigid restraint, but directing energy to flow more steadily. Many people are surprised when trying this exercise because the difference is noticeable in just a few attempts. There's a stronger sense of controlling intensity, and the panic feeling approaching the peak is replaced by smoother control. The result is not only calming, but also makes the experience feel longer without losing enjoyment. Imagine if this short exercise became a habit. The result would be not just physical control, but also increased confidence. You become aware that your body has a control button accessible at any time, without external aids. Interestingly, we still have one more step that touches a different dimension, not just the body, but also the mind. The previous exercise trained the pelvic muscles to work in harmony with the breath, and now we move to a subtler dimension, mindful breathing. This fourth technique is not just about regulating air in and out, but fully realizing each inhale and exhale. The key is with complete attention, no longer divided by anxiety or wandering thoughts, but anchored to the breathing moment happening. It's as if you press the pause button on mental noise, allowing space for the body to respond more calmly. Medically, this breath awareness has been proven to reduce the activity of the sympathetic nervous system, the part of the body that triggers quick reflex reactions. When the sympathetic is suppressed, the calming parasympathetic becomes more dominant, making the body's response slower and more controlled. That's why, in intimate situations, mindful breathing can extend the natural pause before reflexes kick in without the hard effort of restraint. The method is quite simple. Sit or lie down comfortably, then follow the rhythm of your breath like watching ocean waves. Inhale. Be aware of the air coming in. Exhale. Feel your body releasing tension. If your mind starts to wander, just bring your attention back to your breath. 1 or 2 minutes of practice is enough to train your brain not to rush. Surprisingly, many people find an additional effect. They feel more present for their partner, not just delaying the end. The instant reward of this technique is a deeper sense of connection, as if the mind and body are working in harmony. But of course, a natural question arises: are all these techniques still safe as we age? The good news is, all the light breathing exercises we've discussed are generally low risk, as they don't overly strain the heart or lungs. In fact, simple research shows that deep breathing can help reduce muscle tension and provide comfort for those aged 60 and above. However, there are still signals to watch for. If during practice you feel shortness of breath, dizziness, or discomfort, just stop and let your breath return to its normal rhythm. The body has built-in protective mechanisms, so there's no need to force it. This way, the practice remains safe and adaptive according to each person's capacity. Interestingly, many older people actually feel more benefited, as this practice gives them a sense of regained control over a body often perceived as weakening. This is tangible proof that simple techniques can be beneficial across ages. Now, with those objections addressed, the question remains: what is the essence of all these practices when summarized together? The 4 exercises we discussed earlier actually share the same common thread: providing natural control over the body in bed, without relying on drugs or aids. From belly breathing that stabilizes energy, the 4-7-8 pattern that calms the nervous system, synchronization with the pelvic floor that regulates intensity, to mindful breathing that makes the mind more present. The result is not just longer stamina, but also a calm and higher quality intimacy. Many people report that they are more present for their partners, not just trying to delay the end. This is a crucial key. Breath exercises are not just a trick, but a simple way for control and calm. And finally, after summarizing all those techniques, the most important thing is how you can bring them into real practice. Save this video so it's easy to repeat during practice, because consistency is far more important than trying once and then forgetting. Imagine that every time you practice, your body becomes more accustomed to finding a stable rhythm, and your confidence grows. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments section, because other people's stories often provide new perspectives and trigger additional motivation. Many were initially skeptical, then surprised to see how simple these exercises are, but how real the results feel. And of course, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on adult health tips, especially if you're a man over 60. That way, your journey toward body and mind control will continue, more complete, and increasingly relevant to daily life.